name is Nisa. I'm from the admissions team in Asia School of Business here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And if you've never heard of Kuala Lumpur before, we are basically in Southeast Asia. We are in the capital city of Malaysia. And Malaysia is in between Thailand and Singapore. I mean, that's how people normally ask, where is Malaysia? Malaysia is between Thailand and Singapore. And if you know Petronas, and we have the Twin Tower, that's basically our iconic building. And in fact, actually behind here, that is the iconic building. My view is only like one of the towers. And there's actually two towers, and my view can only get one of the towers. So that's how close our campus is to the city center. We are technically part of the city center. And so yeah, so we are not like, an hour away from the city center. We are in the city center. So Asia School of Business, we are established in collaboration with MIT Sloan School of Management, and I'm hoping that most of you have heard of MIT Sloan. And this is where things get very interesting with the partnership with Asia School of Business. So a little bit of introduction of who we are. We are currently running on the 11th year of operations right now. We are relatively young, but because of the establishment with a very strong foundation, and we are growing steady. So 11 years ago, we were established with a vision by the Central Bank of Malaysia in collaboration with MIT Sloan School of Management. So our partnership with MIT is not at the program level. Our partnership is at the institution level. And we are basically one of the unique kind of partnership that we have with MIT Sloan. And hence why the partnership is rather strong, because it encompasses a lot of aspects of running the business school, not just in curriculum, but also, the way that we do things. Even our admissions process are basically audited by the admissions coaches from MIT. So every single thing that we do here breathe the standard and rigor of MIT Sloan. So, and this is what we are trying to introduce to our region of having a business school of that rigor. And all with one mission, that is to develop, the transformative and principled leaders who will contribute to a better future and to the advancement of the emerging world. So that's basically our vision and mission of establishing our business school. And this is our dean. He's a local Malaysian. He has been working in the past with a few Ivy League institutions. But all in all, he has been in the field. I mean, he has had, his stint of working in the Wall Street, managing, a large portfolio in Credit Suisse and whatnot. Now, with his vast expertise, he is back in Malaysia with us as Chief Executive President and Dean. And if you are one of our students, he will also be teaching. I think normally it's corporate finance and also portfolio management. So those are the two courses that he will normally teach, directly by himself. So who you will be taught by directly the CEO, President, and Dean of the school. Right. So, as a school, these are mainly our flagship programs. So we have full-time MBA program that is only 12-month program that is dedicated for professionals with minimum 2 years of working experience. For executive MBA, this is dedicated. It is a 16-month program dedicated for senior professionals who have minimum of 8 years of working experience. And the third one being, a business school that is established by by a central bank. Therefore, we do have one unique program called Master in Central Banking, and this is strictly for central bankers. So normally, students who are coming for MCB program, they are nominated and sponsored by their own central banks, and the program does not accept any non-central banker for now. We do have PhD in management as well. We just launched this year, and we have received the first cohort of PhD student this year. And right now, if you are interested in PhD in management, you have to inquire further with us, because today I will be focusing only for MBA and executive MBA. So yeah, so that's basically the summary of our offering. And before I go deep dive on a specific MBA program and executive MBA program, so this is a common thing that people ask: what is the difference between MBA and executive MBA? So what I can say is that MBA is a full-time program and it's only 12-month program. It starts every September and we only have one intake per year. So that's full-time MBA. For executive MBA, it's a hybrid modular format. It is designed for those who are currently working. You can still hold your job while doing executive MBA. And again, there's only one intake per year, and that is every January. So right now, we are accepting application for January 2027 intake next year. So, what else? When it comes to the action learning part, okay, basically our MBA program, as I mentioned, we carry the rigor of MIT Sloan MBA. There's action learning component in the MBA program. So for full-time MBA, the action learning part would be the group project in business practicum in Malaysia. There's one group project in Southeast Asia or in Asia region. That's the second project. The third project will be an individual project. This is towards the tail end of your program. I will share with you further as we go along the slides. And for the executive MBA, we have one business practicum. Business practicum is normally either local or within the so we have one business practicum, and we also have one business practicum that is within the Southeast Asia, meaning that you have to travel overseas, and there's also capstone project. What else? Part of the program as well, there is MIT Sloan Immersion, meaning that you will spend 3 weeks in MIT. And this is where you get the chance to travel to Boston, and you get to live in Boston for 3 weeks as an affiliate student, attending the classes that will be taught directly by the MIT professors. And also you have the chance to basically, immerse yourself in the student life of MIT over there in Boston. And not just MIT, but of course, as an MIT student, you get to even cross to the Harvard campus next door. Right. So the price for full-time MBA is 150,000 ringgit. For executive MBA, the price is around 180,000 ringgit. The US dollars equivalent is basically according to the currency, but all you have to do is to convert the ringgit Malaysia into a US dollars. And this is just a suggestion, not updated according to today's currency. Right, let me go through. I'm not sure whether you have any question, but I'm hoping that I can tackle all the questions towards the tail end, because I do have a lot to share. This is again a snapshot of how you will spend 12 months with us in a full-time MBA. As I mentioned, you start in September. Of course, in August it will be your orientation or whatever not, but you will start your first class in September semester. You will have to go through all the core courses, and on the right side, the red font, those are the out of classroom experience. So this is the industry track, which is optional. The past 2 years, it has always been the UAE, where you get to go for company visits and conversation with business leaders in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. But this year we are probably will venture into a new country, because the past 2 years we have already covered UAE. And this will be announced soon. For business practicum, starting November, this is where the whole class will be able to go out and observe how a company runs for a total period of 1 week. And after that, you are given a business challenge for you to do a little bit of research and findings. And after that, second one you'll do, this is a second action learning project where you work with a smaller group and you are given a host organization. If your host organization is based in Jakarta, for example, in Indonesia, you will have to fly down to Indonesia for 2 weeks. You will be hosted by your host, and they will share with you how they run business and whatnot. And they will also give you your business challenge. And this business challenge is basically their real life issues, of which you are supposed to do your research on your own and come up with findings that should be valuable to them as a host. Towards the end, of course, you'll be spending your 3 weeks in MIT in Boston. After that, you come back and do the last part of the Action Learning Project, which is the Action Learning Summer Program, which is your individual project. So individual project, basically you get the chance to choose either one of the three. One is corporate internship or research project or a startup project if you are going to an entrepreneurship pathways. So that's that. And then if I can add on further, as a full-time MBA student, you get the chance or you are accessible to our career development office, which will start working with you even before you start coming in as a full-time student. Meaning that once you have gotten our offer, you have secured your seat and you started attending our admit mixer, this is where our CDO team will start engaging with you right from the get-go. Second one is Mindset Lab. Mindset Lab is where this is new to us, and I believe we are one of the very few who introduced Mindset Lab as part of the MBA program. It is not a curriculum, it is not a core courses or elective courses, it's not graded. But we felt that in order to transform you in your 12-month period, it's not just the curriculum, but also you as a person. This is part of your personal growth. So we run a mindset lab sessions with you as well. And we have gotten nothing short but just positive, feedback from the current alumni and cohort of go after going through the mindset lab session. So this is something that you should be looking forward to in our program. So executive MBA, this is for more senior professionals. This is 16-month program. We require you to have minimum 8 years of working experience. And what I meant by modular and weekend format, we do have residential week where you have to spend 1 week on campus. And normally during that 1 week of on-campus week, the course that you are attending are basically normally will be the course that will be taught by MIT professor who has to fly down from Boston to Kuala Lumpur in order to teach you. So you have to be on campus for that. And other than that, classes are all over the weekend. And if you are not based in Malaysia, that's fine. You can go through the weekend classes virtually. So that's executive MBA. I'm running very fast right now. These are some of the faculty members that we have. And this is some of the MIT faculty members that we have. Right, what else? I've pretty much gone through this, your journey of our as an MBA student. Right, so this is interesting. If you are coming in as our MBA student or executive MBA student, the first course that you will be taught would be this course, the Integrative Management Lab. So this is taught by Professor Don Lessard, who is an MIT professor who has to fly down to Kuala Lumpur from Boston at least twice in a year. One is to teach executive MBA and one is to teach full-time MBA. And also when he runs the whole 1 week class on IML, we call this course, and he will basically assemble all the faculty members who will be sharing with you the case studies from a different lens. So this is the whole aspect of integrative management lab where he has a real case study that he runs with GT Tire, which is a company that is based in Singapore. And this is where he is asking everybody to look into this issue from a different lens and to make things, um, uh, make sense. If you are finance people, to make sense of looking into things from the marketing lens, for example. So this is a really unique program that is supposed to be able to kick off your MBA mindset, as a new student. Next one, this is Mindset Lab, as I mentioned earlier, and you do have your executive coach. Again, this is not part of your curriculum, but this is part of your personal growth. This is action learning. I've mentioned that this earlier. This is a professor that will be joining you if you are going out for your business practicum, Professor Womack, business practicum, and some of the action learning projects. If he is available to follow you with your host organizations. Yeah, the action learning journey that I mentioned earlier. This is the MIT immersions where you have to spend 3 weeks in Boston, and it's normally every March. This is a global industry experience I mentioned earlier. It has always been in the UAE for the last 2 years, and in the past we have been to Korea and also into China as well. So we might be choosing another country to explore this year and onwards. Okay, right. So I do have a little bit more time. I would like to play this video.
Hi, Miss Nisa. I don't think I'm able to hear the video's audio. Maybe you
Sorry
can
about
try
that.
to, yeah. Seems like there's no sound. Maybe you can try to share again and make sure
Yeah,
you tick the share sound
thank
option on
you.
the right bar. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Let me try again. you so much. Okay.
Hi, Miss Lisa. Thank you so much
Yes.
for sharing the info from ASB, especially for the MBA and EMBA program. I think we have maybe 3 minutes for that we can use for like a Q&A.
Yep,
So I've
sure.
heard your information about MBA and EMBA program. So what kind of students do you think are going to be the best fit for your MBA and EMBA program?
Right. So we accept students from all background.
Mhm.
So for full-time MBA is normally our average age is around 30 years old. That's average. And we basically attract students from those who have minimum 2 years of working experience,
Okay.
right up to having probably like 12, 13 years of working experience. So of course, as an admissions, our job is not just to admit students, but also we have to make sense of the dynamic of the cohort. So for us, that's really important because we don't take hundreds of students. We only take a specific amount of students, and this specific seats that we are giving out to student that we are giving out, we have to make sure that the dynamic of cohort is there, because for
Mm-hmm.
us that's important. Once you start in September as a cohort, basically you have to run like a cohort. So meaning
Right.
that everybody have to be a driver of certain sort. There's no, we shouldn't be hearing that, this person is just a passenger, like everybody else is doing the work, but he's just a passenger in the car. So everybody should be driving with their own strength. Somebody, is their strength is this one, somebody is the strength is this one. But basically we should be able to bring everybody together and make sense of the cohort. I hope
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense.
All right. Thank you. I think just one last question for me.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, I've talked about the hidden gem destinations, and Malaysia was one of that. So I would
yeah,
like to know what's your perspective on that, as in, maybe Malaysia is not always the top choice when it comes to students thinking about, doing their MBA or EMBA
yeah,
program. So
yeah.
what are your thoughts on that? Like, why
Yeah.
should they consider doing it in Malaysia?
Yeah. One, because it's Malaysia. Okay, so this is the thing. Why Malaysia is making so much sense for you as a destination. I'm not gonna compare our school, because basically every business school have their own
Yeah.
uniqueness. Depends on what you are looking for. So for us in Malaysia, we don't have a business school of a global rigor. Hence why when the vision of the governor of the Central Bank of Malaysia during that time is to set up one, and her in order to realize her vision is to partner with none other than number one university in the world,
Yeah.
that is MIT. So that's why, in order for us to realize that, we felt that the partnership must be strong, and both of the institution must have this similar vision and mission in mind.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two is that, um, because Malaysia is have basically what you need. You want a cultural destination. We are multiracial. You want a place that is not too costly.
Mm.
That's basically Kuala Lumpur. You want experience of food, race, religion. Tell us. We pretty much have it here.
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting. If you've never heard of Kuala Lumpur before, look it up. Do come over for a visit, and at least stay with us for at least a week to experience not just Kuala Lumpur, but but basically outside of Kuala Lumpur as well. We have the mountains, we have the islands,
Mhm.
we have the beaches, we even have the caves, for example. So there's a lot to explore in Malaysia. And while you are here, say for example, if you apply with us, and you have to settle, you have to come over and move to Malaysia and
Mhm.
spend your graduate studies with us, with Malaysia. Over the weekend, there are so many things to explore, not just in Malaysia. You can spend, your time in Bangkok. Just take AirAsia flight. That's only like an hour plus away. Spend time in Bangkok. It's Songkran right now. So I don't know whether you guys know what Songkran is, but Songkran is the festival
Yeah.
in Thailand. So people really look up to Songkran every year. You can go to Songkran over the weekend and come back Monday, attend classes. You can go to Bali. Yeah, you can go to Bali, and then and even network with the nomad citizen in Bali. And there are so many things to do here
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia. So yeah, come over.
Sure. Yeah, okay. So I think that sums up everything. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa, for sharing your
No
info.
problem. Thank you so
All
much, and
right.
all the best, everybody. Look it up. Look us up in our Instagram, Asian School of Business. Our LinkedIn, hook us up. Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and yeah,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
website. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.